Welcome to Don Valley Stadium, where Britbowl 2002. The Norwich Devils will be taking on the Yorkshire Rams. It should be a good one. Both teams definitely belong here. The Norwich Devils with an undefeated record through the regular season, and Yorkshire Rams only lost one. So we'll see who is going to be crowned Division II champion in just a couple of minutes. So stay tuned. And here come the Rams. This is a team that they couldn't wait to get to this final. They've been in this now for 16 years before they're getting a taste of a big chance to take home the trophy. So it should be interesting, especially for these Yorkshire Rams who rely on a powerful running attack. And we'll see what they can do against the Norwich Devils defense that have only given up 36 points the whole year. So it should be great. And here this Yorkshire Rams offense, while they're warming up here, just firing themselves up for this big game. Look for the dual backfield of Justin Lester and Jay Alexander. Together, both of these guys have chalked up 26 touchdowns, over 1,400 yards. That's a good combination. But talking to the coach of the Norwich Devils, Pete Wrigley says he feels that his defense is up for the task of shutting down, and he plans on going deep, early, and often to try to get a lead on the Rams, and then maybe make them come out of their game plan, which would be to pound the ball with Justin Lester and Jay Alexander. We'll see what they can do. What do you see?
Right there, right?
And here comes the undefeated team this year in Division II Britbowl, the Norwich Devils. Wow, this team is fired up for today's game. They were here last year and lost 47-15. They just could not stop the running last year of Ipswich, but they feel that they have a team this year. A lot of guys wanted to retire, including the coach, Pete Wrigley. But Pete said, hey, I'm coming back one more season. We are going to bring the trophy home to Norwich. And Pete says that he feels this is a stronger team than last year. He doesn't feel that the Rams offense can keep up with their offense. And it should be a great game. Look for Darren Bailey. Threw for 1,400 yards this year and 12 touchdowns. Look for him to go deep to Sean Norris, and James Rowland will see some time, one of the two-way starters for this Norwich Devils offense. Should be a good one. These guys are fired up. Last year they just felt that, hey, we play Ipswich a lot twice through the year, and then the playoffs, they felt that they came into this a little bit, not as, let's say, as excited as they should be. But they're telling them this year that a lot of these guys, if they win this championship, they're going to retire. They want to hang up as a championship, and that's why they all came back. And that's why they went through the season undefeated and looking to bring home the last piece of this puzzle in the championship of Britbowl 2002. And this is the Rams head coach, Rich Hardy, who also suits up for the game. Be interesting because I tried to, when I had my playing and coaching career, playing and coach at the same time, and I find it really difficult to do one or the other at 100%, especially when you're trying to get yourself in the frame of mind. Well, we'll see what Rich could do. He must have did something good because he got his team here in the final. So we'll see, and good luck, Rich. This is Norwich coach Pete Wrigley, who, as I said a little bit earlier, he's going to retire after the season if he can bring the championship home. He wanted to do it last year, but Ipswich put a thorn in his side, and he vowed to come back and bring his players back, and well, here they are in the championship game for Britbowl 2002. compete and the Norwich Devils do it? We're soon going to find out. Britbowl 2002, Don Valley Stadium. Just about to get underway here at Don Valley Stadium. Britbowl 2002. Norwich Devils, Yorkshire Rams. Who's going to take home the Division II title? We're about to find out. Here's the kickoff. And the ball is taken about the 7-yard line, being brought up to the 20, to the 25, and a big stuff there by the Devils defense. It's going to be an exciting one here. I can't wait to see how this offense, if they can pound the ball against this Devils defense. Well, Yorkshire Rams has the ball first. They have Simon Duty at quarterback, number 13, Justin Lester and Jay Alexander. They're splitting out here in the single set backfield. 4 wide receivers. Studney under the thing. There's a little bit jumping there, a little anticipation by the offensive line. So it looks like that's going to be a false start offense. And already going to put himself in the hole. It'll be 1st and 15. Ball brings up 1st and 15 for the Rams. Studney at quarterback. Rick Lothian and Calvert out wide. And here comes Duty. First coming back to pass, and now he draws a quarterback draw. He's taking it to the outside. He breaks it. He's going it, but he's drugged down from behind. The number 49 on that tackle. That was Mike Brown. And that's very unconventional. But we have a holding call. So that's going to bring it back 10 more yards. That's going to bring it first. Let's say a county for this Yorkshire Rams. Well, after 2 penalties, the offsides and the holding, we now have 1st and 25 for the Yorkshire Rams. Here's Duty. Single wide receiver out to the right. Quick toss there to Justin Lester. Lester finds it rough going under this Devils defense. Has got to just storm the backfield, and that halts that stop. And that even loses about 3 yards, which will bring up 2nd and 28. The Yorkshire Rams really dug themselves a hole here with 2 early penalties. That brings up 2nd and about 30. I know this Devils defense, I said they're going to come after him heavy and hard. Let's see what Duty and his company can do. Duty gives it to the inside. Here he comes. Justin Lester breaks it back inside. A couple pickup maybe, say 2 or 3 yards, and that before he's swarmed by the whole Devils defense. 3rd and 30 for the Rams. Still got only 1 wide receiver spread out right to the right. It looks like Lothian. And they're going to toss it again here to Justin Lester. And he tries to break it up to the inside, and he is just smothered and hit out of bounds after a pickup of 1. This offense better get a little bit more, let's say, creative than they showed these first 3 plays, or they're in for a long day against this Devils defense, which only left up 38 points all year. 4th and about 20 here for the Yorkshire Rams. Been punted. And they get off a short punt, taking one number 35, who just falls on the ball there. There's Ken Ross. And here comes the high-potent Norwich Devils offense in great field position. It's Devils offense with Darren Bailey, quarterback, Matt Scott, and Tony Ryan in the backfield, Jermaine Ramsey, Sean Norris, and James Rowland. Look for these guys to throw it long and throw it deep and throw it a lot. Already he's back and he's throwing it up. Here it is into the outside. He almost caught it there. Throwing it out there, 21, James Rowland, and there's a flag on the play. That's going to be pass interference. 1st down, Norwich Devils. And there's another flag being called. That must be for a little bit of extracurricular activity from the Rams defense, who are already showing that they are vulnerable against the pass, maybe. Well, after that dead ball foul and pass interference penalty, it has now put Norwich Devils deep inside the Rams territory, right about the 12-yard line. Here's Bailey at the quarterback helm, split backs, Gives it inside. Looking running inside is number 28, Tony Ryan. He pumps it ahead for about 4 yards to bring up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 7. Norwich Devils deep inside the Rams. Their first possession of the ball game. There's Darren Valley, gives it inside here to Matt Scott. Matt Scott trying to push the outside over the right tackle. Going up over Ian Brazier and John McAllister. Picks up a few more yards to bring it up about 3rd and about 3. Okay, 3rd and 4 for the Norwich Devils. They're knocking at the door here early on against this Rams defense. Uncustomarily coming in running the ball, and here they go again. But no, he holds it to the hips, and here's Bailey looking to throw it in the end zone. He throws it, and it's caught. Is it a touchdown? Yes! Touchdown! Norwich Devils to Matt Scott. What a great offensive play. Darren Bailey faked the handoff, hit the ball in his hip, come out, bit a little bit of time, holding the ball there, found Matt Scott, connected up. Touchdown! Norwich Devils on top early here in Britbowl 2002. Devils trying to tack on the extra PAT here. Took the first drive right down the throat after great field position from these Rams. And there's the kick. It's up, it's good, and there's already a little bit of extracurricular activities going on here, but right now the Norwich Devils are on top 7-0 early on in the first quarter here at Don Valley Stadium. And here's the kick. Devils on top, 7-0. Rams, there's a fumble there. Number 81 goes down and picks it up. 81, but his knee did touch the ground. So they're going to have to take over back there as number 81 didn't quite have his hands on the ball. And here we go, the second possession of the Rams offense. Here's the second possession of the Yorkshire Rams. First possession, they actually went backward with penalties. Let's see if they settle down. As we talked about before, it's been 16 years since they've ever gotten to this big ball game. They're just trying to push it up the middle against this Devils defense, and nothing there. Here's the Rams. Stevie brings them up. Power line formation. Slot back to the right. Murphy and wide right. Going to give it inside, tried it inside, but there is no way. That is a big hit by number 35, Ken Ross, who just stormed it into the backfield and stuck him for a loss of 2. Great play by Ken Ross. Hello, people. Trailing here 7-0 early on Britbowl 2002. Dudney brings him up to the line. Dudney back, gives it outside, but they're trying it offside there with Justin Lester, and Lester gets the same result as Jay Alexander did, and he gets stopped by this defense. This defense is fired up, and like I said before, they've only given up 38 points all year, and it looks like they are going to make the Rams, if they want to be in this game, they're going to make them earn it.
Yeah.
On 4th down, here's the punt. Yorkshire Rams giving the ball back in the second series. It's down by number 60. I don't know how Rob Kelly got down there without a flag being told. He seemed to get off the line pretty darn quick. 1st and 10, Norwich Devils up 7-0. Early first quarter action here at Don Valley Stadium. Darren Bailey looking to get it. He gives it up. Oh my God, there's a fumble, but he picks it back up. Wow, that was lucky there. Matt Scott lost the handle on the ball, but there was no Ram defenders able to pick up the loose pigskin. 2nd and 9. Devils offense going to work here. Darren Bailey. Oh, and there's a jump there. We don't know. We'll see in a minute here. Is he drawing off sides, or the defense just trying to anticipate the snap? We'll just lay down a little bit early. Somebody's trying to pick up the pace here, maybe. Get the team motivated a little bit, but they jumped off sides, and this is a team that you do not want to give easy yards to, as they have so far today. Over 30 yards and penalties on them. 2nd and 4. Devils Belly at the helm. Ryan and Scott in the backfield. Here comes Scott trying the outside. He gets tripped up. Big defensive play there. And here we go. Third and about 8 yards for the Devils. Bailey has him all set up. Here's Bailey back to pass. He gives it a pump fake. Now he's going long. He's looking at, does he find his man? Yes, he does. He finds number 80, Sean Norris. Takes it down to the 3-yard line. Great catch, Sean Norris. What a hookup. Bailey to Norris. First down and goal, Devils. Well, here we are again. Second possession already. The Devils are on top 7-0. They're knocking at the door again at about the 3-yard line. Bailey brings it up to the line of scrimmage. Ryan and Scott hands it inside to Ryan, but Ryan gets jacked up in the backfield there by Donaldson, Newton, and Dickinson. Second and goal. Devils deep inside the Rams territory. Bailey's already brought him down the first possession. This is the second possession. They're going to go inside. He takes the handoff again. He's rolling out to his right. Here he comes. He's looking in the end zone. Oh, no! He just outstretched hands of number 21, James, rolling. So that's going to bring up third and goal. Third and goal. Norwich Devils knocking. Here comes Bailey back. He's looking for the timing pattern. He does. He finds it to the outside. Because I didn't know, in and out of their hands. That was in and out of the hands of Sean Norris. I thought he had that one, but great defensive play there by the Rams to break that one up. So they're going to have to settle for a field goal try after having 3 attempts and no go. This Rams defense has settled down a bit now inside the red zone. Aaron Bailey's the holder. Looks like a place kicker. I'm not sure how to get his name in the midfield, but here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. Good. So, the Devils jump on top early. 10-0 on top of the Rams. There was about a 20-yard field goal. And the Rams are finding themselves in a little bit of a hole. We'll see if they can get things moving here. Don Valley Stadium. Here's the kick. And this time it's handled cleanly by the Rams. Bringing it up to the inside now. It's going to give them a lot better field position than they had the first series. But boy, you can just tell by the tenacity of this Devils defense that they are hitting and they're here to mean business. So the Rams are going to see if they can pick it up the pace and get back into this game down 10-0. Ram down 10-0 over the first quarter. There's loads of time left, but they're going to have to get something going pretty soon. Here's Booty under center, checking over the defense. Hands it inside to the big man. Looks like that was Justin Lester pounding it inside. And pick up a maybe 2. Before he's brought down by number 50, Nick Howland and Scott. Both of these guys had over 60 tackles for the Devils. And they are a hounding defense. They like to hit and pop and wrap and stick. And they're doing it early on here. Second and 8. Rams. Weston Alexander, I formation. Goodney under helm. Checks out the defense. Gonna toss it outside now to Alexander. And he is just stuffed in the backfield by number 35, Ken Ross. He is just flying in off the corner there. There is no chance of stopping that today. Great play by Ken Ross. Be a little bit of a concern with this Rams. A very one-dimensional team just trying to keep running the ball here, and they're not doing a lot. Finally, Dooney's back to pass, and he has thrown it up long. Oh, it's gonna get again. Oh, he tried to run under it, just could not get there. Well, Dooney launched that one. Looked like it was fired out of a cannon straight up in the air. Number 86, Paul Calvert. And that one becomes incomplete, so 4th down, and we're going to punt again. Rams punted away for the 3rd offensive thing. They haven't even had a first down yet. McIver's back, picks up the ball at the 20, slips and falls. They're going to call his knee down. This isn't like the NFL. You can fall down and be touched. Once your knee hits, you're down. Devils 10, Rams nothing. 4:02 left in the first period. First quarter here at Don Valley. Well, you can tell now that the Norwich Devils definitely have the momentum in their hands. Their defense has stopped the Rams offense 3 times in, 3 times out. Stealing inside, now trying to run an attack, trying to inside, but that goes absolutely nowhere. And Donaldson and Dickinson and Newton are starting to tighten it up on the inside for this Rams defense. Second and 12 for the Devils. Bailey's marks them down. 2 possessions, 2 scores, 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. Give it inside now, number 35. He gets stuck for about a game of 1. Where they are now just looks like they're trying to work the clock a little bit. Which I don't know why this 3-more quarters could go. I'd be trying to put the noose on them early. 3rd and 9 for the Devils. Watch out for Bailey here to hook up with Sean Morris. He did it early on in the game. And Bailey says he'd like to throw the ball. He's going to throw the ball back. He tries again, but he gets sacked. Big sack there by number 32, Andy Hill. What a great rush. He just came right up the gut. There was no chance for that play action fake to work as Bailey's brought down. That's the first time now that the Rams have stopped this Devils offense. Now let's see if their own offense can put something together and get themselves back into this game down 10-0.
That's when you get old.
Great play there. Jeremy Owen on the punt. And here it comes. There's the kick. He gets up a little blooper. Falls there at the 35-yard line, and it's touched and down by number 8. From the Rams with the best field position they've had so far this game at the 35-yard line. Coming out with a little bit more urgency. Has a defensive Kleiner offside. They're trying to go over Dwyer and Parson there on the right side, and there's nothing doing. As Fleming and Brown get in there for the stop. No duty, 2nd and 9.
So he's come to sell him
Abraham gives it a quick toss out here with Justin Leston. Tries to cut it back inside. Now he does, and he's fighting inside, and there's a big swarm of defenders. It looks like Howley and Scott Bowen and Owen. These guys are just fighting each other to get in these tackles here. Lead this defensive charge by the Devils. 36, 40 seconds and ticking in the first quarter. These Rams are down 10-0 for the Devils. Trying the offside, just trying to get the inside. And again, there's a big stop by number 48, Mike Brown. And again, we see 35, Ken Ross in there. These 2 guys are just clogging everything up in the middle. This offense is going absolutely nowhere. Big D there by the Devils. And that's why they show that they're undefeated this year. You can't just go and have a great season with a good offense and a good defense. And right now, these guys are proving why they were the #1 defense in the league. Here's the Rams going to punt it. Oh, it's a high snap. Just gets it off. He's under a little bit of pressure there. A nice kick. It looks like it's going to be down around the 20-yard line. But now he tries to pick it up, and he does. The Devils. Oh, that was a very shaky moment there. He should have just stepped away from it. If he didn't handle that ball, it would have led the Rams back into this game. But he did take control. And here comes the Devils of Norwich. 1st and 10, Norwich. First play of the 2nd quarter. Bailey under center. Ryan and Scott. Hands it off inside there to Ryan. Ryan gets stormed under by his defense. The Rams have now settled down a little bit. Number 50, Richard Donaldson, doing the stop. 10-0 off in the first quarter. Now 2nd quarter action. Bailey at the helm. Here comes Jeremy Ramsey in motion. Now hands it off to Matt Scott. Matt Scott trying the right side, tries to put it back inside, and he was just stopped in his track by Adrian Hurst and Andy Hill in that tackle. And it brings up 3rd and about 8 for the Devils. Their offense has been a little bit stagnated after they jumped on top early, 10-0, whether it's their offense. But here comes Bailey back, and he's looking. He has loads of time. Throws it over the screen now. Matt Scott has it at the 20. The 25 tries to break it inside. He gets it to the 30. Just stops short. But a first down, tackled there by number 52. Steve Newton out there on the tackle. And that's going to bring up a punting situation for the Devils. And here's number 50, Mickey Howland. Back deep to punt the ball for the Devils. I thought I seen a movement there, but the pitchers let it go. Here's the kick. She got a good bounce on this one. Taking it to 25 by the Rams. Number 21 has, oh, he's jumping up, ended. Great stick there by number 30. What a fantastic hit by special teams player, number 30. And that was Paul Holmes who got there and upended him. Ooh, that there gets the fire back in the defense when you see someone good down there in special teams like that. Great job there by Paul Holmes. Just a little bit over 12 minutes to go here. Second period action. Britbowl 2002. There's a handoff in the middle, and he's just stuck by this offense. This offense better get a little bit, let's say a little bit more complicated than it is, because I don't think that 3 runs and a punt is going to get this job done with Britbowl. Second and 8. Rams got the ball down 10-0. Ball rests about the 34-yard line. Here's Dooney, hands it inside, there's a fumble, but Dooney just covers it up there, and that looked like a bad exchange between the running back and Dooney, but he was smart enough and quick enough to jump on the ball so that the Devils defense couldn't chomp on that one. Third and about 12, 13 yards to go here for this unexplosive Yorkshire Rams offense. Finally, Dooney comes back to throw it up. Now he gets one off the way there, and he's just blocked out. Great defensive play there by Chris McIver. Got between himself and the ball. Make sure that there was no completion there. So that brings up another 4th down. This Rams offense through one quarter of play hasn't had 1 first down. 4th down Rams. And a shaky snap last time, but this one's straight to him. He's sending inside. Nice kick. It's picked up about the 32-yard line. There is hand over here by number 4. He's taking it to the outside. He's going up the sideline. Here he goes. He's stuck it. He fumbles it, but it's the ball. And he recovers it. Woo! Chris McIver there had a handle on the ball. Got some nice return yards. Fumbled it at the end, but then he picked up his own fumble. And, wow, that's going to put great field position here for the Devils offense. See if they can put some more points on top of this 10-0 lead that they already have on top of this Yorkshire Rams. The Rams have picked up the pace a little bit since they fall behind 10-0. The defense seems to settle into their groove. Barrow's going back to drop now. He's going to throw. He's pumping it. There goes the pass. He's looking inside it. Oh, nice play there by number 40. Reached over the top by Rupert Bolingbrook to knock that ball away, because that looked like it was going to be a short completion to Sean Norris, but Rupert Bolingbrook said, I don't think so. Bailey brings him up. Split backs. Conventional offensive set. Here comes a big rush coming inside of his belly. He's under heavy heat. He just waited too long. There's no way the Rams are falling for that one again. And they are pumped up. Number 11 comes flying in there. That was a great job there with number 11, Lloyd Olkins. They just, I guess after early on seeing the play fakes, they decided not to go with the play fakes and just bring it home, and they just stuffed Bailey there for about an 8-yard loss. 3rd and 17. Devils backtracking here, second quarter. Here's Bailey back. He's looking to throw long. He's got time. He throws it over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Rupert Bolingbrook. He had an easy interception there. It just didn't come down with it. Wow, this Rams defense had 2 opportunities. Now they had a couple fumbles on the ground. He could have had some interception, but they're not coming up the ball. You got to do those kind of things in a big game, especially the finals. But at least they held them out. It's only 10-0. There's loads of time left in this game. Let's see what their offense can do. Here's 4th down. Howling back to punt. There's an offsides there by number 4. He jumped off there. And Here's the snap. Howling with the punt. Gets this one off nice. Taking it to 10-yard line there by number 21. He breaks it to the inside. Breaks it to the outside. Looking for room to run. Goes back to toss, but he is just smushed. The Devils special teams down there. He had a little bit of running room for a minute, but that stopped pretty darn quick. Second quarter, Don Valley Stadium, Britbowl 2002 Division 2. Here's the Rams offense trying to get it going and come back with a reverse to number 7. Tries to cut it inside, does pick up a little bit of yardage. Pick up of about 5 yards. That was a nice little looking play there. Caught the Devils defense going with the original play. 2nd and 5, Rams down 10-0. Haven't had a first down yet against this tough Devils defense. 2nd and 5. Dooley back, gives it inside. They're just pounding away there with Justin Lester. He finds the running tough, as they have every other play that they've tried in the middle. You think that they seem to learn their lesson and maybe try something a little bit different, open a passing game up. Because right now, the Devils defense is just playing 8-man in the box, and they're not going to go anywhere, really, unless they just pick up the pace here and try to throw the ball away. 3rd and 4 Rams, trying to get the first down in the game. No first down 10-0 to the Devils. Here comes Hanby in motion. They give it inside to the big man. He's going to get his first down. He does. He breaks it offside. Finally, a first down by the Yorkshire Rams. Jay Alexander pounds his way for a nice 7-yard pickup there. Now that looked a little bit more, let's say, a little bit more appetizing for this run-orientated offense. Here comes the Rams. 1st and 10. Ball resting about the 38-yard line. Dudney under helm. Alexander resting the backfield. Again, it's to give to Alexander. He breaks it outside, finds some running room. He goes, oh, what a full-on! He just dished out the punishment and boom! Ran the dude over to get that first down. Now, there's a little bit of authority being run here by Jay Alexander. And with that size, it's nice to see him deliver into the defensive guy. Well, I'll tell you what, Jamie O's going to think next time he comes up to get a pop on Jay Alexander. Here we go. Rams inside the territory of the Devils. Down 10-0, but getting themselves going a little bit now. Here's Doobie under helms. Looks inside and gives it inside. That tries a little reverse. This goes nowhere from Handy as he is tackled in the backfield. Number 35, Ken Ross. Ken Ross has been active all day long in the backfield of these guys. Looks like there's an injured player down. Probably just a little bit of wind action there, but number 77, Dan Bowe. But he was up. He's all right. 2nd and 12. Rams trying to get a little bit of offense going here. They have 2 first downs in a row. Now it's coming inside. That was Hamad. Running inside, pick up about 4, brings up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 9. Rams offense picking up the pace here a little bit. Coming back is Dooney. Now he's storming under. Here comes the defense, but he's taking off. Quarterback's going. He's rushing inside. Did he pick up the first down? It's going to be close. Simon Dooney felt the heat. Turned around and took off himself. We're going to see where they mark the spot of the ball here. Did he pick up the first down to keep this drive alive? Looks like we're going to have a measurement. Oh, first down, the officials call. Great job by Dooney. He felt the pressure and off. He went to the races. And first down. Well, Rams got themselves a bit of an offensive drive going here. Well, this stagnant offense has woken up on this drive. They had no first downs in the first quarter. Already they got 3 on this drive. Here comes Dooney back. He's doing it to Alexander. Lester in the backfield. Here comes Dooney. He hands it off to the inside, but this defense says, no way, not Jose, not this time. And a stop there with number 83. 4:30, 29, 28 seconds left in the second quarter here, down 10-0. Rams offense on the move, trying to get something before halftime. Here's Dooney, hands it into the big man, Jay Alexander, pounds it inside. But this Devils defense, they felt the wrath of him a little bit earlier, and they wrapped him up this time. They said, you're going to have to work for your yards today. And boy, he's working. 3rd and 9. Rams to 27-yard line. They really need a first down here. They got to get something going before halftime. Down 10-0 to the Devils. Here's Doobie back now, a little bit more positive. He's thrown it. Great pass, but he overthrows him. That's picked off. Picked off by Chris McIver. He's running it back now. He's got some speed. Oh, but he just thwarted that drive. Great interception there by Chris McIver. As Doobie overthrew, McIver just ran under it and got the ball back for his Devils offense. It's already a 10-0. McIver, great job. Woo. 10-0 on top. They've been a bit stagnated since this Rams defense has settled in a little bit. Here comes Scott on the outside. He finds absolutely nothing there. There's only 3:15 to go in the second period. And it looks like these Norwich Devils are going to try to just take some time off the clock and take the shutout into the locker room. We'll see if they can do it. Here comes the Devils. Bailey under the helm. Got single setback. Here comes James rolling in motion. He's hiding it now. He throws it down to the middle, and that's caught. Caught there, but looked like 25. Steve Playford, maybe? Yes, it was. The tight end, they hit him with that. And now that's going to bring up a first down. Move the chains. This is the first down of the first down of the second period. And Bailey hooks up with Steve Playford. 21-220. I'm sure we'll see a running play on this play here. Just to get the clock to the 2-minute warning. And now Bailey fakes me out. He's going out to the outside here. He got Matt Scott. Matt Scott shakes a tackle, drops it inside to the outside. Pick up 9 yards on that one. Great play there by Bailey to Scott. Now he's spreading it around a little bit. This is the offense that I was looking for. Told me they like to throw the ball. That's what the fans want to see. Well, I'm a fan. I'm watching, and now I'm seeing. 4 halftime. The Devils got the ball. 2nd and inches here. Trying to maybe put a few more points on the board. Get it inside to Matt Scott. He gets it and he breaks it up there with a nice 10-yard run. Matt Scott keeps the chains moving here. And the Devils looks like they're not happy to sit in a 10-0 lead. They're trying to get some more points before halftime. Here come the Devils. Up 10-0, trying to put a little bit of more icing on top of this cake before the halftime. Throws it up long, and there it is. But he caught it out of bounds. Trying to skate down the sideline there was James Rowland. Just didn't see the sideline coming up to him. 1:32 left in the half. Already on top of the Rams, 10-0. There's Bailey looking back. Plenty of time. Finds his receivers, throws it inside, and he is just decked by number 52. Woo! Steve Newton come across him and said, well, if you're going to catch it, you're going to pay the price. But he didn't catch it, and he paid the price anyway. So, more of that story, catch the ball. Third and 10. Bailey under helm. 2 wide, split backs, a little bit of jumping there. Looked like the offense moved first. Or did the offense, or did the defensive line draw him? It looked to me like it was the offense that moved there. We'll see what the officials call this one. Third and 15, Norwich Devils. Just inside the 2-minute warning. Here, second quarter, Don Valley Stadium. Bailey's back, looking to throw it out in the flat, and he has his man, Sean Norris. Sean Norris breaks it back to the inside. He's spinning, turning. Can't get to the first down now, and nobody can bring him down as the Rams defenders are bouncing off of him like a pinball machine. But Sean Norris just didn't get to the first down, and there's a quick timeout called by the Rams, trying to save some of his time, get the ball back with 1:07, see if they can put some points on the board, something to build before halftime. Well, interesting here. Norwich Devils. 4th down. Keeping the offense on the field inside the 2-minute warning. They must feel that their defense, if they don't make it, that they can stop the Rams. We'll see. Here's Bailey now back. His little play fake inside. He's under heavy heat. He is brought down. Oh, great pass rush there by number 11. Boyd Olfus. He just come flying in the backfield. He knew there was going to be a running play and took down Bailey. And now we'll see if that backfires a bit because they're going to get the ball back with pretty decent field position. 55 seconds left in the first half. Down 10-0 to these Devils. 55 seconds left in the first half here. Britbowl 2002 Division II Championship between the Norwich Devils and the Yorkshire Rams. A little bit of movement there on the defense, so that's going to give 5 yards. Easy 5 yards. First and 15. Rams, 55 seconds to try to put something on the board. Here's Dibney. Giving it inside, now it's breaking outside by number 37, tries the outside corner. Can he get it? No, he can't. He's just stifled there by, looks like not Mike Brown, but Ken Ross again. That's one of the problems having a one-dimensional attack as a running attack. But it's great to keep the other team off the field, but when you're trying to score quick points, it just really doesn't work. Here's Simon Doobie now, see if he can get something going. He hands it inside to the big man. He's been rumbling all day. This is Jay Alexander, pickup of about 6 yards, brings up 3rd and 4, but that's going to run out quarter 3. Oh, there's been a timeout called with 3 seconds on the clock. Well, this should be the last play of the half. As long as there's no defensive penalties. They need 45 yards to get to the end zone. 3 seconds on the clock. Doobie, is he going to throw in deep here for a desperation? Maybe hope for something. Here's Doobie back. He's going to play fake, but it's an end around to number 8. He's trying to get to the outside, and that just fooled absolutely no one on the Devils defense. So that's going to end the first half here of Britbowl 2002. The Devils are on top of the Rams. 10-0. See you after the half. Second half, Britbowl 2002, Don Valley Stadium. Devils on top for the Rams, 10-0. Second half action, here we go. And the ball's taken by number 21, James Roll, the speedster for the Devils. Tries to break it to the outside, gets to the 30. Here's a full-on to the 33. Nicely run back there, gives them good field position for the Devils offense. Norwich Devils made their adjustments at halftime. They're holding on to a 10-0 lead with a steady defense. Offense has been a bit stagnant since the early 10 points that they put on the board. Gives it inside now to Matt Scott. Tries the inside, and he gets absolutely nowhere as the Rams defense puts their horns in. This Rams defense of Donaldson, Dickinson, Newton, Goulden, Walsh, Hill, Hurst, Adams, Bolingbrook, Cooper, and Jones. Ever since the 10-0 points in the first half, they kind of put their helmets down and heavy, and here they come again. What a stick! Oh, it looked like defensive play was shot out of a cannon. Who was that? That was number 32 who came flying in there, Andy Hill. Andy Hill's been a good player for this Rams defense. He had number 3 in the league in tackles with 84, and his counterpart, Steve Goulden, had 94, and Ben Walsh, 80. So these defense here, they're a bunch that like to swarm these linebackers, and they sure have since the first quarter. They finally settled themselves in. 3rd and 12, Devils. Bailey at the helm. Split backs. Wide receivers looking long, looking to shoot to Sean Norris. Now he throws it off the screen pass over his head. That's going to be an incompletion. They couldn't connect up there with Matt Scott. Ball's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and punt. Howling back to punt. Here's the snap. Gets the kick away. a high floater, taking it to number 20, but not taking it to 20. The ball's rolling around, but number 21, he finally picks it up, tries to be outside, and he is going nowhere as he was stacked up by number 80 of the Devils defense. So this is where the Rams are going to take over. First and 10, just outside the 30-yard line. Here comes the first offensive series for the Yorkshire Rams. And Alexander and Lester. Alexander's been getting the ball a lot in the first quarter. Here he goes again right up the middle, and he is just pummeled at the line of scrimmage by Lockwood running with loss. Down 10-0 here to the Devils. Looks like they're trying to wear this Devils defense down and keep pounding the ball on him, but so far it hasn't worked very well. Gives it to the deep back now, who runs it inside behind Alexander. Is Justin Lester. He picks up about 4 yards before he's tackled by Howard and Scott. 6. Let's see if they can get a little bit of passing game here. 0 passing yards in the first half. And it looks like they're not even going to try this time. They're trying to run it outside, and he is tackled for about a 2-yard gain, which is going to be about 3 yards short. And that was Justin Lester there, who was trying the left side behind Burbridge and Watt. And that goes absolutely nowhere. And that opens up punting situation over there. Rams got to get it back to the Devils. We'll see if they do. Here's the snap, and here's the kick. They do get it away. Back deep is number 4. Takes it in a hop here. He's going to try the outside, and he does. He's going down the sideline. Here he goes. This is going to go away to 40 to 30. Steps out of bounds at the 25. What a great return there by Chris McIver. He just turned on the Jets and down the sidelines. He went, giving the Rams defense, special teams trouble there. And here comes the Devils with a 10-0 lead. And it looks like there's been a flag on the play. So we'll see what the officials are going to call. It looks like they're going to bring this one back. So that heavy run back there by Chris McIver is all for nothing, because it looks like they're going to call it illegal use of their hands. And this is coming back. Bailey brings the Devils out for a second offensive trip this second half. Motion. There's a little tap there. They're trying the outside here. Here's Matt Scott, breaks it inside. Now he's cutting outside. Looks for his blocks, picks up a nice 6 yards there. He's back about the 36-yard line. There's 2nd and 4 for the Devils. 2nd and 5 Devils. 2nd and 5 Devils. On top, 10-0 these Rams. There's Bailey. Looking back to throw it. Now he rolls out to his left. He's going to keep it. Taking outside for the first down marker. Gets the first down marker. And about 3 more yards on top. Heads up play there by Dalen Bailey. Knew just where the first down marker was and got it to move the chains. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Devils. Devils have been using a lot of misdirection plays and quarterback keepers and misdirections to try to upset the defensive continuity of the Rams, and now he's just giving a quick toss out to Matt Scott, who finds running room. He's going down, he's at the 40, the 35, the 30, he's pushed out of bounds. Great run by Matt Scott. They just gave him a quick toss behind Ian Brazier, John McAllister, and Steve Playford, and he found the opening and he took advantage of it. First down, Devils. Valley Stadium, Britbowl 2002. Devils on top, 10-0. Here's a quick handoff over the left side from number 28, Tony Ryan. Picks up a nice 3-4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6. Here's Bailey. Getting pretty close to the red zone here of the Rams. Trying to move the ball in, trying to capitalize. Here to come outside. Matt Scott trying to look for running room. Here comes the Rams defenders inside. He looks to go inside, and he just has the door shut hard on him. There's a whole host of defenders there. Led by number 32, Andy Hill. And Steve Golden. These guys they're swirling to the ball. But I don't know how they're going to get back into this game 10-0 with their offense being so stagnant. But at least the defense is holding on in this second half. Third and 8. Bailey under center. Brings Jermaine Ramsey in motion. Now he hands it out to Scott. Scott looking to throw.
Now he's going to decide to take off. He's looking inside, and does not work.
That play was totally broken down, and Steve Golden was there to not be faked out. Looks like they were trying for a halfback option pass with Matt Scott going to throw back to Bailey, but it was a little bit slow developing. The Rams defense smothered that one. Well, with the ball resting at the 26-yard line, this is like no man's land. It's not throwing up the punt, so they would decide to go for that. Fourth down. Here's Bailey straight back to pass. Now he throws it out in the flat, and it's caught. But it looks like it's going to be short of the first down marker. That was to number 88, Jermaine Ramsey, but his first down awareness was a little bit short on that one. And it's strange that he didn't go down past the first down marker. That's what you need to do. But anyway, Rams defense holds, and they get the ball back down 10-0. Third quarter here at Don Valley Stadium. The Rams are down 10-0 against these Devils. They got to get something going right now. They've only had 60 offensive yards going into the half, and haven't done much since they've come out right now. They try right inside into the big man who gets piled up again. Jay Alexander just trying to wear this Devils defense down. Whether they're going to be able to or not, we're going to find out, because they looks like their game plan is one-dimensional. That's run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And so far, the Devils defense has stopped them, and stopped them. Here's Dudney. Lester and Alexander in the backfield. Dudney takes a snap, hands it outside. Now here he goes. Here goes Justin Lester to the outside. Now they got some running room. Up to the other. Nice run there by Lester. He just found a crack in the seam, and just as I was putting this offense down, he rips off about an 18-yard run. Great one there by Justin Lester, right over Simon Dwyer and Jim Toone, opened a fantastic hole for Lester to run through him. Now this offense must realize it has a little bit of work to be done to get back into this game. First and 10. It's only the second time they've been inside of the Devils' defensive territory. Here's Dudney now, hands it back into the big man, and he's plowing ahead there for about 4. So whether this Devils defense is getting worn down a little bit, because we're starting to see a little bit more, instead of 1-yard and 2-yard runs, we're starting to see now a little 4 and 5-yard runs. So this is definitely an offensive series where we have to get it together, have to get some points on this to make this an interesting final here of Britbowl 2002. Here's Dudney, bringing him to the line of scrimmage. We've got Alexander and Lester in the backfield. Dudney looking over the defense. There's a snap. Quick toss out to Alexander. Alexander looking to cut it back in, and he does. Slips one tackle, but then he's brought down hard by number 83. And a couple other Devils defenders. Looks like we have a player injured on the field. And we do, and looks like he's just cramping up the way 83 is helping him out here, trying to get those cramps work off. It's a warm day here in Sheffield, believe it or not. With these guys going into the halftime and sitting around while they're not doing a lot, they seem to cramp up and tighten up. And it's just like what's happening. Tighten up, it'll be all right, I'm sure. Third and 4. Rams looking to get something happening here. Down 10-0 third quarter against these Devils. Britbowl 2002. Alexander and Lester in the backfield. Now it's a handoff back inside. Oh, and he is just stymied there by Chris McIver. Chris McIver showed his speed on that one. He just pinched inside there and took the back out right when he was getting the handoff. Jay Alexander was dropped about a 3-yard loss. 4th down. And here comes the Rams. They're going to go for it here. Trying the outside left corner. Chugging and plugging. Did he make it? Oh, it was great surge by the offensive line. And he just followed. That was Justin Lester right behind Jay Alexander. And 1st down. Rams, boy, did they need that at a crucial time. Well, he just got right behind his offensive line, put his head down, buried it in there, and 1st down for the Rams. They're keeping this drive alive. Feels like there's a bit of urgency about the Rams here down 10-0 against the Devils. Here comes Doobie, brings him up to the line of scrimmage, calling his cadence. Now hands it inside. That goes to the big man, Jay Alexander. He plummets ahead for about 3-4 yards. So the offensive tactics of wearing down this Devils defense might be working. Eye for the Rams. They're just working the clock. There's only 3:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Doobie brings him up. Alexander and Lester in the backfield. His hands on the inside now. He gives it out to Lester. Lester breaking inside. He's at the 10, the 5. He's going to the score there. Just as we talked about, Justin Lester takes the ball in. Oh, we got ourselves a game now. Woo-hoo! Oh, I'll tell you what, Justin Lester, he just took it off the right side, seen the crack in the seam, cut it back, and we see nothing that they like to pay dirt. Wow, well, I'll tell you what, the only team that had 50 yards offense in the whole 1st half has come out and put about 50 yards together on that drive alone. So, Yorkshire Rams gonna make a game of it here. And here's Simon Dudney, the quarterback, is going to try for the extra point. Here's a snap, the hold, the kick. It's through the uprights and good, and we've got a 10-7 ball game here at Britbowl 2002. Devils 10, Rams 7, 3:24 left here in the 3rd quarter. Britbowl 2002 Division 2 championship game here at Don Valley. We got a great game going now. First of all, it was a little bit nip and tuck. Devils were on top 10-0. Rams now found some urgency in this 3rd quarter. Here's a kick. Low squibber. Picked up on number 21. He's the fast guy. He's trying to the outside. He's going to try to cut back. No, he uses his speed. He does break it to the outside. Here he comes up the sideline. Oh! And he is just snowed under. Woo-hoo! Wow, we see a little bit of a momentum change here as the Rams are picking it up here. Looks like they're here to play now. Well, the crowd's getting into this one. Here's Bailey holding on to a 10-3 lead. He hands it offside now. Oh, and there's a little bit of a face mask, but here's Matt Scott. Breaks it inside for about 10 yards. Looks like he might have picked up the 1st down. Great run there by Matt Scott. He was a little bit of urgency there, but he's pulled up limping. Oh, Matt Scott is one of the 1-2 points in the backfield for the Devils. And looks like he, well, until we get the word, we're not sure what's happened to him, but let's hope that Matt can get back in there because he's had a pretty good game so far, catching some balls and running tough. So let's hope that the Devils need him in the backfield. Here come Bailey and the Devils offense up 10-7 in these Rams. You got a good one going here. Britbowl 2002. Hands it outside now, 28. Tony Ryan tries the left side over Chris Cannon and Mark Brezic, and he finds about 3 yards there. So they're going to the running game. I was told early on by Coach Pete Whittle, they're going to air it out there. Looks like they're mixing it up quite nicely here today and holding on to this 10-7 lead. The Devils love nothing more than to get some more points on the board. They love 10-0 for most of the game. Here he is, back to throw it. Throws a dart to the inside. Great catch there by Sean Norris, but there's a fumble on the ball, and the big defense comes over the Rams defense. They are fired up. Oh, you can feel the change of momentum going right now. Sean Norris had that strip. And who came up with that? It was number, who was that? That was number 22. 32 had that ball. And that was a great job by Andy Hill. Wow. The momentum has shifted this one big time. Oh, here comes the Rams. Get used to it. It's Lester and Alexander. It's going to be one of those two that are going to get it. Let's see if this Devils defense can put a halt to this offense. There it goes, back to the deep, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 35, Ken Ross looked like he was shot out of a cannon there, and he stepped up it again. He had a great first half there, Ken Ross, and looks like he's coming to play today. Well, after lackluster half of football from the Yorkshire Rams have finally come to life now. And they put a drive together their last series, and they scored a touchdown. They're down 10-7. The defense caused a turnover. They got the ball now. First and 10, and here it is going inside. Now give it to the big man, Jay Alexander, and he stopped for a gain of 2. And this team looks like they know they're in a ball game now. First, it looks like they're in a bit of awe with this Devils jumping on top of them 10-0, but since things have settled down, hey, they know that now they can maybe feel their hands on this big trophy. Third and 8. Rams, Duty, Lester, and Alexander in the backfield. Here's Duty into the center, bucking his cadence. Hands it right inside the big man. That was mixed up in the backfield, but it's given out nicely there. 34 is stopped, just short. Wow. Well, I'm sure they're going to go for this one on 4th down because there's only about 4th and maybe a half a yard to go. So we'll see, though. I mean, hey, this is the big one. No sense of letting it for tomorrow. Let it all hang out today. Well, 4th down. Here we go. What happened to quarterback sneak? Did he make it? Just come up the line and tap it and went. We had the Devils defense saying no, the Rams offense saying yes. What's the official going to say? Where's he going to mark it? This is a big play coming down here in the 3rd quarter, just coming to an end. And they give it to him. 1st down, Rams keeps this drive alive. Well, Duty just came up, whoop, touched the center, boom, made the 1st down. Well, they needed that. Boy, that would have changed the game back the other way. Oh, wow, what a great game down here. Devils 10, Rams 7. 3rd quarter coming to an end, 5-4. Looks like they might not get this play off, and I don't think they are. They're just going to let it sit, let it happen, and there's the 3rd quarter. Well, we called it. Devils 10, Rams 7. One more quarter to go. Britbowl 2002 here at Don Valley Stadium. It's a good one. Here we go, 1st quarter. Here we go. 1st play, 4th quarter. Gives it to the deep man, rushing through the inside. Now he picks up 9 yards. Looks like this offensive line of Burbage, Watt, Taylor, Toombs, Dwyer. These guys are starting to wear down this Devils defense of Ross, Lockwood, Fleming, and Brown. And early in the game, they were struggling to get 1 and 2 yards. Now they're popping off 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a pop. So this Devils defense better tighten up if they want to take this trophy home. Here comes Disney. Lester, Alexander in the backfield. 2nd and 2. Hands it off to the big man who just piles straight ahead. Nothing going there. There's a flag on the play. So it'll be interesting to see what the call is here. There's a holding penalty called there. That brings up 2nd and 12. on these Rams, and they were just moving the ball nicely. And there's a timeout call there by Doobie. Didn't like the defensive setup. It looked like they was going to go tap this one over here because this is an important series. Second and 12, Rams. Fourth quarter, 13:59 left to see who's going to lift 2002 Britbowl trophy here at Don Valley Stadium in Sheffield. The Rams are down 10-0 at halftime, came back with a touchdown in the third quarter. Now here they are trying to knock on the door again. And this defense says no way as Howling and Scott and Bowen come flying up on a stick there. That's the whole thing about having a running orientated offense is you get yourself down 2nd and 12 and that, and the defense could just pin their ears back because they know that the quarterback Duty doesn't really have a very good arm because, as a matter of fact, they have 0 passing yards. Third and 11. Rams don't have any passing yards whatsoever in this game. Absolutely 0 here. They're not going to try again as they toss it out to Justin Lester. Lester trying the outside. He's struggling forward. Oh, great effort. What a great effort there by Lester. He dragged 3 defenders along with him. Looks like he might have made the first down to keep this drive alive. And just as I was saying, with 3rd and 12, running game isn't what you really want to have. But hey, you got Justin Lester running like that. Who needs the passing attack? Well, this defense, they look a bit tired right now. The way this defense has been on the field for most of the second half. And it's going to be up to them now if they're going to try to stop it. And it's going to be up to them if they want to win this game, it looks like right now. Here they come with a quick offensive call. I don't know what happened there. Looks like they were trying to catch a defense sleeping, but they didn't. And Lockett and Fleming were there to put the stop on Doobie. Second and 9, Ram, down 3, 4th quarter, Don Bowers. Here's Doobie under helm. There's a quick toss out because he gives misdirection play. Now Doobie's looking to go back, and that absolutely fooled nobody as number 49 came flying in there. Mike Brown for a big sack. Boy, he needed that sack to get this defense going because this defense looked like it was wearing out there, and that takes him into like 3rd and another county. They're down to about 20 for the Rams here. They were going well until that big sack by Mike Brown put him back in his long 3rd down situation. Here's Doobie back. He tosses it out to Lester again. Lester's going to try the right side. He's following his blockers. He's going up the sideline. Here goes Lester, 1 man to beat. Oh, just steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line. I don't believe it. 3rd and 20 situation. They toss it out. Lester tight rubs it down the sideline, follows his blockers. And we still got ourselves a ball game. The Rams are just holding on, keeping in this ball game, only down 10-7, but now they're knocking at the door. What a momentum switch in this game. Here come the Rams with Lester and Alexander. Lester, the workhorse, the second half for the Rams. Are they going to give it to him again? You bet they are. Here comes Lester trying the outside. A sure tackle there by number 49, Mike Brown. You can tell there's not the tenacity that this defense had earlier on. And that's a pickup of about 4 yards. So, I don't know what their field goal unit's like, but they are now within striking distance to tie this game up. Comes the Rams. 16 years. American football has been being played. This Yorkshire Rams team, not once have they been to the final, but now they have victories just inside their sights, sitting outside the 16-yard line. Here's a quick toss to Lester. The left side, Lester gets in there about 3 yards, brings up 3rd and 3. Here we go. 4th quarter. 10:30 and counting. 4th quarter. Rams down 10-3. Hands it inside. Lester breaks it to the outside again. Here's Lester. Touchback against the break. Is he going to score? He goes in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Rams. Oh, what a great run by Justin Lester. He has just come alive this second half.
He broke it off the right-hand side, cut it back inside. Oh no, they're gonna say that he's down at the 1-yard line. I don't believe it.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, that is such a bogus call right there. He was in the end zone.
Yeah.
Well, but that still brings up a first down for this Rams team. And this Devils defense does not have an answer for this running attack. They look depleted, tired, heads down. The Rams got the momentum going for themselves. First and goal. Rams knocking on the door. This is a great one. Don Valley Stadium, Britbowl 2002. Here's Duty under center. Gives a toss it back to the big man, J. Alexander, but he is stuck in the backfield by Lockwood and Fleming. Oh, there's a time to make a goal line stance. It has to be now.
Two times.
Well, this Rams team has been pounding the ball all day long. They have absolutely no passing yards, but they don't need it because right now they're knocking at the door. And why? Because these big guys up front, Burger, Watt, Taylor, Tootie, Dwyer, they've been opening a hole for Lester and Alexander. And Lester has been abusing this defense in the second half. This defense, which only gave up 38 points all season long. Here's Doobie under center. Knocking at the door, he gives it to the big man in the back. He's going to cut it outside. There he goes in for the touchdown. Jay Alexander runs it in. The Rams take the lead, 13-10. What a momentum shift. Alexander is fired up. Well, it looks like their idea of wearing down this Devils defense has worked. They've already given up 13 points in this game, the Devils defense, and they've only given up 38 points all year long. Why? Because of a big offensive line, they stuck at their game plan, they pounded it, and it's paying off. But we're gonna wait and see now. Here's the extra point. There's a snap, kick. And it's good. 14-10. Rams on top of the Devils here. Britbowl 2002. These fans love it. Well, the Yorkshire Rams, they have destiny in their hands. They come back from 10-0 down, taking the lead now 14-0 with 9:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. 16 years of banging heads of American football and never been to the big show. And right now, we're only 9 minutes away from taking home the glory. We got a great one. Here's the kick. Let's see what the Devils can do. They got a passing attack. They do have the offense to get back into this game. Here goes number 21, taking it to the outside, down the right sideline. Puts it in great field position at the 37-yard line. That was James Rowland bringing that back. He's been a little bit of a scatter workhorse today. Well, let's see what Bailey and company can do. Now down 14-10, Britbowl 2002. Boy, the fans are getting into this one. I'm getting into this one. The Rams are getting into this one. And let's hope that the Devils can get into this one. First and 10, ball on the 37-yard line. Here's Bailey, tries to pitch it back and gives it back to Scott. Scott's going blind the outside. He's getting hit. This defense is just fired up now. That was Steve Gold and Andy Hill. Hey, I'll tell you what, Matt Scott was down injured a little bit earlier on, but he's not showing any pains of that. But if he keeps getting hit like that, he might not make the rest of this fourth quarter. What a great game we got here at Don Valley Stadium. Second and 5. Bailey at the helm. Looks a long defense. Split backs. Here's Bailey. Gives it to the offside now. Checking it inside. Tony Ryan gets stuck. Big time defense. Fired up. Rams.
We're doing the Rams a favor.
Norwich Devils. Darren Bailey and co. down 14-10.
getting late into the fourth quarter now. Here goes up the middle of Matt Scott. Matt Scott picks up the first down to keep this drive alive. First and 10 Devils. Now they're inside of the Rams territory. This is going to be really, looks like we're for a great finish here in Britbowl 2002. 7:20 and ticking. Devils down. 14-10 after leading 10-0. Bailey at the helm. Gives it into the inside here. Now there's a nice trap play inside for Tony Ryan. Ryan comes up about 3. As the clock is ticking, 7:05 count, down 4. Down 4, 14-10. Nothing less than a touchdown is going to do it for these guys. Bailey at the helm, looking over the defense, steps back now. He has loads of time. He's just running the outside, and here he goes. He's taking off. He was first down awareness, first down. Bailey knew where those sticks were. He just took off to get that. That was great first down awareness there by Darren Bailey. He just tucked it and went, got the first down, and keeps the drive alive. I'll tell you what, this game come alive.
I have this next
first period.
Week after next.
Looked like Devils were about to run away with a 10-0 lead. Rams came back with 14 points after only having 50 yards offense in the first half. And then we'll have the ground attack working up 14-10 here. 6 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Here's the Devils now. Hands it out to Matt Scott. Finding his big blockers. Matt Scott takes it inside, picks up a 2. There's no urgency whatsoever. These guys are just doing what they did all game. The Devils was running it a little bit, throwing it here and there, dinking it, donking it, just trying to move the chains and taking the time off the clock. And this is probably going to be their last opportunity here with 5 minutes ticking.
We're looking
Here come the Devils, down 14-10. Coach Wrigley said a lot of these guys came back to win this one. They're down 4, and there's an offside. Now it's going to put him back again, give him 3rd and 2nd and long. In 14 for Darren Bailey and the Norwich Devils. This is 4 down territory, 5 minutes and ticking. Here's Bailey back, plenty of time, looking to throw long, and he does. He's throwing it to Norwich. Oh, it doesn't intercept it. No! Almost intercepted there by number 40, Rupert Bolingbrook. These guys are fired up, man, and he knows that they can feel. After 16 years these Rams playing American football, they've never been to the final. They can taste victory now. And if the Norwich Devils want this, they're now going to have to step it up, 3rd and long, and they're going to have to take it. But these Rams defense says, hey, I don't think so. Here comes the Devils. 3rd and 13. Gonna try to keep this drive alive. Here's Bailey back. Loads of time, no pass rush. Now he sees a little bit of pass rush. He gets hit by the other. There's a fumble. That's a fumble. The defense comes up with it. Great job there by number 11 on the pass rush. Boy, Offers, who's in the backfield and stripped the ball from behind.
Oh, he's giving.
Let's see, is it clear? I don't know if this is going to call us that his arm was in motion and if that was a pass, but to me, that looked like a fumble to me. Ah, they're going to say that his arm was in motion. I'd like to see that one again. Boy, oh boy. Pete Wrigley, he's keeping his hopes up here. Darren Bailey coming back onto the field. He knows that, oh, this is a last scratch situation for the Norwich Devils. Calling a timeout. He's got to get this play together because it is 4th and 14, and the Rams defense is going to play tough. Oh boy, the Rams are fired up after being down. Sorry, 10-0. Now on top, 14-10. 4th down, 14 for Darren Bailey and company. Here's Bailey back. He's looking to throw it. He's under pressure. He's waving him around now. He throws it across the field. This is going to be intercepted. And it's intercepted by number 40. He's been playing a great game by Rupert Bolingbrook. Intercepted now, and the Rams feel like they might be taking this 2002 trophy back after 16 years of playing American football. These guys have never been to the final, and they can taste it. But still, they got 5 minutes. 5 minutes left, and a lot can happen in 5 minutes. It's now going to be up to this offense to just keep the ball away. The Norwich Devils. Wow, what a finale we got going on here down Valley. Well, I think there's nothing in my mind as the Devils defense. No, we know he's going to get the ball. It's going right inside to the big man. They got to stop him. Are they going to stop him? They're tripping the ball, trying to get the ball out there. And Jay Alexander just holds on to it. You've got to hold on to the ball now. 4:55 and counting. Devils have got to stop him, got to get the ball back. Everybody's slow to get off the ball, letting the time chop away here. Officials should be pulling them up here, getting moving a little bit. Here come the Rams, trying to run off some of this clock. 4:26 and ticking, up 14-10 to the Devils. Devils need to get the ball back. They're just firing into the backfield now, holding on to the ball. That was Justin Lester right up the middle, just watching it tick, 14, 13, 12. 4 minutes almost to go here for Britbowl 2002. Yorkshire Rams on top of the Devils, 14-10. We're getting late into the game. 3 minutes and 59 ticks on the clock. And Simon Goody's trying to just run out the clock here on these Devils. Devils trying to get the ball back for their offense. Lester and Alexander have been workhorses second half. Now it's going to the big man. He's running outside. Is he going to get the first down? Doesn't get it. We're going to see where he marks this. This is going to be important. Ball mark for the official. Looks like they're going to say he's a little bit short. Now, what is the Rams going to do? They know a first down here will probably clinch it. Are they going to punt it? Are they going to go for it? There's no way I would give the ball back to this team. With the way they've been running the ball, I would just pound it one more time at them. Great situation here at Don Valley Stadium. Devils down 14-10 from the Rams. The Rams have the ball, trying to run the clock out. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Here they come. 4th and 1. Looks like they're going to punt the ball away. Give one more opportunity to this Devils offense. But are they going to? Here's a quick stop. Oh, and it is a kick. Oh, he shanks it off the side of his foot. Oh, I don't know. I hope this doesn't come back and haunt them. I would have went for them, 4th and 1. That way they could have ran the clock out. But no, what they do, they're going to give the Devils one more chance. And you don't give the Devil another opportunity. Well, opportunity. One more opportunity. It looks like it's going to be here for the Norwich Devils. Bailey. Under the helm, 3 minutes and 50 ticks to get a touchdown. He has loads of time. Looking deep. Now he's throwing his receivers, trying to tell him to go. He's being chased down from behind. And he's sacked again. Number 11, what a great job by Lloyd Olfers. He is just in the backfield. Bailey just ran out of time. Oh, boy. 2:55 and ticking. Things don't look good for the Devils. Here's the situation. Devils down 4, 14-10. 2 minutes and 26 seconds to get a touchdown. Got to go 55 yards. Here's Bailey back. He's under heavy pressure, but he has a great throw. Too long over the outstretched hands of Jermaine Ramsey. That's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Talk about pressure. Here's an undefeated team coming to the line with 2:15, down 4. Here we go. Here's Bailey back. Loads of time. What's he doing? He's going to get hit. No, he throws it. He's got his man. He's caught it. First down. I don't believe it. Oh, my goodness sakes. You talk about pressure situation. Bailey just stood in the pocket waiting for his receiver to be open. And there it was, he threw it long, and Jermaine Ramsey made the catch out to the defenders. And there is still life in these Devils with 2:05 left in the 4th quarter. Well, Darren Bailey, after that last gasp, 3rd and 15 effort, has new life at first down. Just about 2 minutes to go, throws it out in the flat. That one got away from him. And that's going to bring us almost to the 2-minute warning, but stops with 2:01 on the clock, so they get time for one more play to to before the 2-minute warning sets in. Boy, we got a good one. 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock. Devils down 14-10 to these Rams. Rams are down 10-0 at one point. Here's Bailey with a big passing attack. Throws it out to the flat. Now he has his man. Man tries to get out of bounds, but it doesn't matter because that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That was to Matt Scott. So he picks up about 6 yards there. Makes it 3rd and about 4. We can back in the 2-minute warning. Down 14-10. Devils and the Rams going at it here for Division II Britbowl Trophy 2002. Darren Bell, 22 yards from paydirt, down 4 points. 3rd and 3. Here's Bailey, hands it outside. Scott takes it off tackle. He's running inside. He cuts back against the grain. This is Scott winning right game. He's going to see. He's at the 10, the 5, the 4. He pushed down at the 2-yard line. What a great run to Matt Scott. Puts him inside the 2-yard line with 1:47 on the clock. Oh my goodness sake, this has been a great game here at Don Valley Stadium. Oh, he just read that. He cut to the right, cut back, City was closed, took it to the left-hand side and went for the pay dirt. Was just pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Oh my goodness, what a finish. Rams, what are they gonna do? They gotta stop him. They're up 4. Here comes Bailey. Brings him to the line. A minute 47. He takes it inside for quarterback sneak. Touchdown! Devils! Darren Bailey on a quarterback sneak. Oh, what a fantastic offensive drive that was to get back into this game. The Devils now seesaw back on top. 16-14 extra point pending. Bailey just came up to the line, tapped his center, and boom, took it off the seam. And now the Devils, the undefeated Devils, are back in the driver's seat in this good one here at Don Valley Stadium. Wow, what a game. Might tell this back in here. Here's the extra point. Big one. Tight snap. Here's the kick. It is just barely through, but it does go through. Wow, great. Well, you couldn't ask for a better final here at Don Valley Stadium. A little pooch kick, taking him number 23, and it's taken down 30 by number 35, who played a great game today. Ken Ross been all over the defense. Now, with 1:36 to go, can these Rams pick the pace up? They got to go about 55 yards to try for a field goal, maybe 4 yards. I don't know how their field goal kicker, how good he really is. But with a run-orientated attack, they're going to be stretched to the limit. Here come the Rams. This defense knows their job. If they want to bring home a championship, they got 140 to stop this Rams team from coming down and maybe trying to field goal to tie it up to take it to overtime. They haven't stopped in the second half, them being the Yorkshire Rams. Yorkshire Rams were sitting on top of victory a couple minutes ago. Only needed a 4th and 1 situation. They decided to punt it, and it's backfired in their face. Now let's see what they can do. Here's Dooney. We got the big guys, Alexander and Lester in the backfield. Dooney takes a snap. Now he looks to give it, gives it to Lester. Lester breaking it inside now. Cutting it outside, 9-yard gain. Now he goes forward, gets pushed forward by the offensive lineman. They got to hurry up. Looks like they're going to be in a hurry-up offense. Yes, they are. Hurry-up offense coming at the line of scrimmage. The clock should be running. Here we go. 1:30 and ticking. Dudney. Leicester. Alexander. Here's Dudney back for his first pass. And where is that thing going? Well, maybe he was throwing that to the fan. And here comes the fan. Here come the Rams down 17-14, 1:20 left in Britbowl 2002. Dudney hasn't thrown a pass yet inside to the big guy now. Leicester's been banging ahead forward here. Little extracurricular activities after they hit there. A lot of time running out, 109, 8, 7. Time is ticking. They used a couple timeouts earlier. I think they got about one left. Dudney brings him up to the line at the 42-yard line. Need 3 to tie it up. Hands it inside to the big man. Breaks it outside now. Tries to get outside. Does he get outside to stop the clock? It looks like he does. And they're going to give him a first down as well, so that keeps the first down alive. 49 seconds on the clock. Rams down 14-17 to these Devils. Seconds. Don Bauer Stadium. Devils 17. Rams 14. 36 yards to payback. Here's the outside toss to Leicester. Leicester, this worked early on and it doesn't now, so he takes it right out of bounds. Chased after number 21, James Rowland, a U.S. Standout for this Devils defense. Here we go. 2nd and 11. Dudney at the helm. Hasn't had one completion yet today. Comes back, gives it to the big man again, tries it off tackle, but he's stemmed in. Now he's just stormed under by the whole Bowen, Howard, Scott, and Owen. Linebacker cores. These guys are just storming it. Now they're a little bit more light. They haven't had, and Leicester is down. Looks like he's taking a bit of a hit there. And this is a time where the Rams can really keep him in the game, but because it's an injury timeout, he's going to have to leave for one play. And that play is going to be a big one because it's going to be 3rd down. Devils 17, Rams 14. 37 to go. Ball on a 33-yard line. 36 ticks on the clock. Can Dudney, the Yorkshire Rams, put it together, maybe to send this ball game to overtime. They're only down 3. It'll be interesting to see what they do when they get in the field goal range here with only 36 seconds on the clock. Here's Dudney, brings him up, looks over the defense. And the same as before, gives it to the big man up the middle. He stymies it in there. It's Hayat Hamid who gets stuffed by this Devils defense that's been resurgent since they've got that offensive score to give the lead to them, 17-14. Oh, here it is. This is the ball game on the line here. 17-14, 13 ticks, 12, 11, 10, 9. He's going to run it himself. He's trying to get out of bounds, but he doesn't get the first down. We're going to see where they mark the ball. Dudney took off on that one. It looks like he was trying to get the first down. Maybe it's just a couple more seconds on the clock. They're going to put the chains in. Oh, my goodness. Looks like he's going to be short from where I'm sitting. This is going to be an interesting call. Well, if they do get the first down, they got 6 seconds to try to make something happen. If they don't get the first down, it's the Devils championship in Britbowl 2002. waiting for the mark, the measurement. Did he make it? He's pulling the chains. Pictures anyway. He doesn't make it. The Devils are the year 2002 Britbowl champions here at Don Valley Stadium by inches. What a great game, though. These guys, they knew it. I'll tell you what. I know one person that's going to be happy. That's Coach Pete Wrigley. He said last year these guys were going to retire. But he talked to the team and they said, hey, let's come back one more year. We can get this championship. And they came back and they took this championship. They were up 10-0, went behind 14-10, then took the lead 17-14, and a stalwart defensive effort held on for this year's 2002 Britbowl champs, the Norwich Devils. Coach, did I get a minute?
Okay, fellas.
Coach Wrigley?
Yeah.
Talked to you before the game. You said your game plan was to air it out, but it was your running attack that actually helped you to win this ball game today.
It was, yeah. I mean, they were covering us quite well. We knew we could have some success to the outside. We didn't really execute that well first half. I mean, we started off okay, but then things started to get or run away from us. Their defence has got to take a lot of credit for that. I mean, they virtually stuffed up the run as we expected. We didn't take advantage of it through the air. Second half, we said we've got to establish something on the ground because we really weren't giving the defence enough time off the field. And you saw later on, the defence started to tie. They've been outstanding all game. And then the Rams started to put it together on the ground, which, I mean, they do play that hard, grinding game. As we tired, then they start to get a bit on top.
What were you thinking when it come down to that 3rd and almost 20 situation and Bailey came out? What a fantastic play.
Yeah, well, I mean, Darren's been doing that all season, and I wouldn't say that I was confident, but the way things were going, but we knew we could do it. You know, if we gave him the time back there, we knew he was capable of it, and the receivers, of course, were as well. So it was a great catch by Jermaine Ramsey, and that basically kept us in the game at that stage. And, you know, really, if that had gone down, it wouldn't have looked good.
I think do you feel you were quite lucky to actually get a last chance there with them 4th and 1 that they didn't go for it?
Well, no, I mean, really, their defence had got on top of us, so, I mean, had it been down to me, or if the roles had been reversed, I would have probably done the same thing. I would have been confident the defence could have stopped us. They've got on top of us after the first quarter, and I think they wanted to put some yards downfield and make it as difficult for us to get back in as they could.
I know I talked to you beforehand. You said that you came back, as well as about 17 other players that wanted to take this championship home to Norwich.
Yeah.
Does that mean that this is going to be the last that we see Pete Wrigley in the sidelines for the Norwich Devils?
I'm going to have to speak to my wife about that. Probably not, but I've got to speak to her before this goes out.
Well, congratulations, Pete, and take care.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Great stuff. First, congratulations, Darren.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
I talked to you before the game, and you said you weren't going to have any excuses if you guys come up on the short side. You didn't come up on the short side. How does it feel?
I can't explain it really. I mean, you know, after last year, you know, the big loss to Ipswich, you know, coming back and to win like we did. I mean, you know, the last minute, 30 seconds to go, and sort of score like that. It's unbelievable. I just still can't believe it.
What happened? Your offense come up 10-0 on top of them, had them by the throat early on. What happened?
Well, after the 10-0, and then they started blitzing up the middle, and there's like doubling the receivers on the out patterns and the long patterns and that. So we just had to be patient, take what they give us. I got sacked a couple of times, interception, but we got together as a team.
I'll tell you what, that must be a gratifying victory. Coming back like that with a minute or something left on the clock for you guys to come back and to take the championship away, because you had it lost for a minute there, but you took it back.
Christ. I mean, up until like the last couple of minutes, I played terrible. Passes hitting the ground, overthrowing people and that. But to come back in that drive and score, it was unreal. I can't believe it.
And how about your defense? You got to give them credit. They came up when they needed to.
Oh yeah, they've been solid all year long. I mean, they played really well today. And hats off to the Rams. I mean, they're a tough team, really tough team. I mean, they gave us all we can handle. And we're just fortunate we were the last one to score.
We're going to see you back here next year?
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, maybe. Oh no, cut that one.
Thanks a lot.
Cut that one.
Congratulations, Aaron.
Thanks a lot.
Matt, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations on your come-from-behind victory over the Rams.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Just want to ask you, did you think that the run was going to be as effective? I mean, I know that they say you guys are a pass-happy team, but Jesus, it was the run that actually helped you guys to win the game.
Well, we figured they'd come in looking to defend the pass, so just thought we'd give it a try on the ground. We'd throw it down the field, and we thought they might be sitting off a bit. Who knows? Worked this time.
That was a great run that you had to set up that the go-ahead touchdown at the end. What was going through your mind?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. That was about it. I just thought get as near as I could to the end zone, and I knew they'd never stop us then.
Did you feel that you had the momentum back right then? Because you lost it for a little bit, but then it seemed like the offense got it back after that 3rd and 15 play.
Yeah, the big pass play down there was the one that flicked it, and from then on that was it. We never looked back. We've done what we did all year. We were letting them dictate to us a bit, and we got it back at the end.
It must feel nice after going down to Ipswich last year to come back this year and now take it home.
It's the best feeling ever. It really is. It really is.
Going to see you next year?
Yeah, sure. Division 1. Give it a shot. See how we get on.
Great stuff. Congratulations on a great game. Don't drop it, Pete. Don't drop it.
Last one. Thank you. Don't somebody hold it out.
Oh yeah, I want two.
Nobody touching now. Great. Don't move when you're Come on. Jeez.
Pride. Say pride. Pride.
Come on, girls.
Get these girls in. Come on, girls. Come on, girls.
Can we move, girls? Oh, God, thanks, guys.
Okay. Coach, first I want to say congratulations on a great show.
Thank you.
For you guys for being and playing for 16 years and to show up and to put a performance together like that. I mean, you must be proud of the guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, somebody's got to lose in these games, and without spouting out, a myriad of cliches. We said when we came out, as long as we come out here and make Norwich beaters, as long as we don't lose, don't rule over. They didn't give up. The first 5 minutes we could have given up the game right there. They came back, showed the power running game they've got, frightened them, let them know what it's like to be hit by a Yorkshireman, and it's all good fun. But I'm really proud of them, and most of these guys will be back and we'll be here again.
Great stuff. What did you say at halftime or after you guys were down 10-0? Because I thought maybe you guys could have hung it up then, but you didn't. You stayed in the game and you came out cracking in the second half. Was that your job to maybe wear the other team down?
That was what the plan. I mean, basically, you'll see from watching the game there, we've got a power running game. We know we can do it. We can dominate that. And it was just a case of pounding away at them, saying, stick with it. We made some mistakes, a little bit of nerves, first time at the big show. And it's just a case of sticking with it, doing what we do. It's what we've done all year long. Nobody's been able to stop us. These guys, again, found out it's real hard to stop us. But a few good calls at the end by them, a couple of good plays. I mean, they've got some great football players there. But just kept picking them up and letting them move on.
I just got to pick your brains for one question. I was sitting up there, the 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Did you think about going for it with your running attack working so good?
It was a real decision. I mean, I'll put it down to that was the play. I mean, the original plan was we were going to punt it right into their deep corner, but the snap went awry and went to the punt protector. That's what happens. It does, but that's what coaching's about, making those plays. Do you go for the one or do you try and pin them back in their own end zone?
Because I thought your defense was so fired up then, the way they shut them down the second half. That to me, I was up there, I was yelling for your coach to go for it.
Yeah.
I wanted you to go for it because that would have been the game there.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, that's the difficult decision. We'd gone for it on the 4th down earlier on. That was a little bit further to go. 2 of our big backs were actually banged up having run that drive. So it was a hard decision. I made the wrong one at the time, I'll say it that way. But at the end of the day, the guys are proud. They're proud to be wearing the Rams black and gold, and that's what it's about these days.
What do you feel this team has to do now to get to the hurdle? Maybe put a little bit more passing attack? Because I don't think you guys had 1 yard passing in this game.
No, I don't think we did. We certainly need to do that. We knew they had a strong pass defence. Simon, our quarterback, it's his first year as a rookie. He'd never played quarterback before this year. Never played football. So to come in and play like he's done, admittedly, he's got a strong running game there. But he has been passing the ball this year. But that's where we need to work. That's what we're going to be working on. We're bringing in a couple of new coaches for next year, specifically to work on that. So that's what we'll be developing, bolstering the defensive line a little bit, and we'll be back.
Well, I just want to say congratulations on putting up one hell of an effort in Britbowl 2002. I thought that you guys put on one of the best performances in a game, and nobody deserved to lose that game, Coach. But unluckily, somebody has to go home.
Somebody's got to.
It'll be nice to see you here next year.
Yeah. So, thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
Yep.
Justin, congratulations on putting up a fine performance. You guys were shut out the first half, but you hardly made any effect the first half. What happened the second half? You came out like a gang on fire.
Well, I just tried my best. I went in, obviously, when you've been shut out like that, it frustrates you. And I think it's that frustration building up inside that kind of gets you going. And not that we went up for it anyway, but, just that frustration and the thought, well, no, I can do better. I know I can do better. Just came out, but it's not just, me, the offensive line pulled it together. The gaps were opening a lot more. In the first half, I was lucky to get out of the backfield, to be honest. But in the second half, it was completely different. Everybody pulled together.
Was your right side of the line working better than the left? It seemed like the big yards were coming off your right side.
All season, we've been basically running down the right side. It's no secret. We do put our biggest and strongest on the right-hand side, and obviously we put a wing back in as well. So that's basically what we've been doing. And then obviously, when we'll keep pounding it right, and then we'll just switch it to the left just for something different. So it's just basically how we played all year.
Well, great performance, and it's a shame that somebody had to lose today's game. You guys were so close. Did you wish that the coach would have went for it on a damn 4th down?
No, I can't blame the coach. If anything, I just wish that we'd have been able to make those extra few yards in the 3 downs, and that's what it comes down to, really. You can't blame the coach for making the decision. That was the right decision to make. We had to try and hold on. It would have been silly, I think, to have gone for it. They'd have been even closer to getting a touchdown.
Okay, well, thanks, and hopefully we'll see you back here next year.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks. Do you want me on the other side?
Yeah, okay, mate.
Okay. Jay, what a tough one, my man.
Indeed. What can you say? All props to the Norwich Devils. They came out here, they did what they got to do. You can throw all the cliches at it if you want. Take away the first 5 minutes. 5 penalties cost us 40 yards. We basically gifted them 10 points. We actually, won the rest of the game after that. But fair play as champions do. They soaked up everything that we'd got, soaked up all the pressure. We got back into the game, got our running game going. We had all the confidence in the world that once we got it going, they weren't going to stop our running game, and they didn't. But that's what it's about. You get the last 5 minutes, and the 4th quarter, and teams come out and take a championship. for a squad that wasn't even expected to get here today. You know, everyone was talking about, oh, if Yorkshire make the playoffs, that's going to be lucky. To come out here and give the crowd a hell of a game. And we're proud of ourselves. We've got nothing to be ashamed of. We didn't lose this game today. We made them come out and take it, show us how bad they wanted that trophy. We did too. At the end of the day, those are the breaks. And as I say, nothing but respect to them.
After 16 years of the Rams banging head to finally get to here, does this make it more appetizing that you guys say, hey, we're coming back next year?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We you know, we've been here, been part of a great game, and unfortunately, you know, we were on the wrong end of it. All the incentive in the world to go back now next year, and I mean, you know, again, next year our backs are against the wall. It's a lose-lose situation. You know, everyone's going to expect us to be here now. But I think this is going to be the one. This will be the one that'll fire us up. We'll get back here next year, and you know, keep this trophy here now.
How important do you think it is for in the off-season for you guys to get out of the one-dimension attack, the running attack, and put the passing game together?
Yep, it is very important. That's something that we do have to work on. We knew from the start of the season. I mean, our quarterback had never played a game of football before, let alone play at quarterback. So, you know, to come in as a rookie, a green rookie, never played, and lead a team, focus on, you know, on making the right reads and all that. He's done a hell of a job to get us here this year, you know, and lead this team. Off season, we're going to work on some new things, you know, come out, open out the receivers. We do have the talent at wide receiver. It's just been unfortunate today. We have been completing passes throughout the year. Unfortunately, you know, today we knew what was going to get us yards, and we tried, you know, to shut it down. But I think next year will be a more well-rounded team, get some new guys. You know, the important thing is for us to recruit some players. There are 3-4 college squads in Yorkshire, and we want to try and get that link now between the BSL and Bacafal and try and get some more college guys stopping around here, playing football in the summer. You know, add to the squad, build a passing game, hone our running game. You know, we're not going to forget about that. That is always going to be our bread and butter. But, you know, I think next year, better rounded team, and it might be a different result next year.
Just one last question. Somebody your size, why the hell ain't you playing on the line?
If you ask me, I would tell you it's because I'm deceptively quick for a man my size. But in all truth, it gets a little corny from here on in. My father used to play, and he played tailback, and I wouldn't have been interested in the game if it wasn't for him. Unfortunately, he passed away 3 years ago. And again, I apologise for the corniness, but I'd like to dedicate this game and my performance today to my father, Woodrow McRae. You know, rest in peace. I'll see you when I get there. But the truth is, I just like having the ball too much. I'm not a very good. I mean, you probably saw today, my lead blocks weren't really on exactly the best, but I just love carrying that football. I think once the desire goes for that, you'll probably see me in a 60 or a 90 jersey.
Well, I can just say one thing. It was a pleasure watching you guys play today. It was one of the best Britbowl finals I've been associated with. And hopefully see you guys back here next year.
I'd love that. Thanks very much.
Great. Thank you.
Take care now, yeah?
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.